Hello, and welcome to the second episode of the Ethiopian Prince series. I don't know how long it's going to be. It might be a short one, but again, if we compare ourselves to Egypt, for instance, we got a long way to go. If I still see it this way, like if we can beat Egypt in a war or something, they have 105 basically battalions, a GDP of 7 million to ours of 2 million, and ours just jumped by like a million. If we can rise up to the point where we can beat Egypt, I think that would be considered a success. But first, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We need to unify Ethiopia. We have kicked out a whole bunch of other princes in the last round, the biggest of which was, what, Hadar or something? I forget which country was here before, but we're taking it over now, which is lovely. Maybe it was just Oromo. Maybe they were named after the pops. Anyway, and now we have just a couple of groups left. Siwa here, Shiwa is the strongest of all. 17 battalions here, 20 battalions, and a little 5 are knocked in. We could have gone after Tigray a while ago, but in the very first war, we used their help, which meant that we couldn't go to war with them. In fact, we owe them an obligation for another 8 months, so we still can't go to war with them. But that's fine. Let's just look at the political situation here. Diplomatic Mac mode. Everyone is pretty happy with us overall. In fact, they're a little bit maybe too happy. But if we come here, we can still declare war on them, which is great. So we're going to keep looking to do that. But first, before going down that rabbit hole, I'm trying to sort out our arms industry. This will be much better for our soldiers and our economy if we can just get small arms up and running. So one of the ways in which I like to do that is that small arms actually require us to build the small arms building, which we're doing. But small arms themselves, maybe I can click onto it, require hardwood and iron. Iron we've got started over here in Eritrea, the only place that we can get iron that I know of. Whereas over here we have logging, and you can see what we can do with logging is bring in hardwood, but it's bad. It's bad. So what I want to do is make a small logging camp here in Oromia and make them make the hardwood, basically. Right now the problem is that everything in these kind of areas are bad because there's a ton of turmoil because of all the war and stuff. Yeah, but don't worry. The impacts of that turmoil are being lessened, I think, through violent suppression. Okay. The names of these decrees, right? Come on. Couldn't they just call it, like, hugs and kisses or something? So anyways, that's basically the situation. We're going to try and get our weapons up and running, and then our next weakest neighbor is probably Kaffa. I don't think that they have diplomatic relationships with anyone. They're improving, but they aren't, they aren't doing anything that we need to know about. So let's go ahead. Oh, they're trying to enact homesteading. I'm jealous. We have support for a professional army. This is like the first time our government has had a push for any law. So from peasant levies to professional armies, this is a pretty big change. Professional armies gives more political strength to the armed forces rather than giving political strength to the landowners. It increases the amount of barracks you can have, right? And it reduces likely the number of it'll increase the number of professional soldiers we can have that are always soldiers, so we don't have to rely on, like, raising up an army every time we go to war, which, I mean, isn't necessarily good to switch, but the conscription rate is lower. The morale loss flips from +10 to -10, so it's more effective, and weekly unit experience gain goes up. So you just get a better, stronger, faster army, and I'm willing to pay for it. Now, who hates this law? The landowners. So that's going to hurt our economy, but I would like to start passing laws that stop giving them a political boost in our country, so we can start like modernizing. We got some happy folks in all kinds of categories. We are currently working on education before going after some colonialism. I'm not sure. We need to, like, we can colonize into here. I just don't know that, like, we're gonna have problems with malaria and stuff or not. But that's high on my list after we get some education going, and we're gonna try and get that stuff going. So the military goods, all of that is happening. I'll step in once we have some progress. So one thing, literally nothing has passed, basically just a week. But we actually ended up getting patriotic fever as a effect of our military forces being so happy with us. All right, because we did we were passing a law that they like. The rural folk also are pretty happy right now. So they're giving us bonus infrastructure, which we like, because we have this big boost, right? Even with the family ties being turned off for our landowners, I think that we're strong enough. We can go to Kafka and declare war. Let's just double check really quick. Our infamy is at 8.9. Okay, that's not great. But also, I like war. Alright, well, now I'm getting nervous. I have a huge army, though. Unify Ethiopia. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, so just checking in. That law didn't pass, but hey, we're building up some things here. We finally got our industry up. That required that I introduce hardwood to the economy, which really rocked the price of wood. So what we're gonna do is upgrade the lumber mill. Oh, it got put to the bottom for some reason. While we build some of these new barracks, we do also have the ability to switch construction methods. That'll mean that we need less wood and more of everything else. The problem is that I just don't see a world in which we can make enough iron. Like, this is decently, like, I don't know. The iron mines here are not doing so great. The county here has very few like peasants available. Let's try the construction method, give it a month, but like, see this, it's destroying our stonks. It's not very bueno. I will see you. Oh, excuse me, information. You just can't get the tools. Like, you have a tool shortage, and the reason for that is that I can't make tools because I have an iron shortage. So even if I like did this to resolve the tool issue, there's still not enough tools. So it's like a catch-22. I can't use iron construction because I don't have enough iron. And I can't get enough iron because they don't have enough tools, and I can't get enough tools because that requires iron. We're basically just gonna have to up the iron market overall with things like anything that uses iron at all. Steel even, geez. Just to push up a demand for iron, create a baseline coming in from Eritrea and Somalia if we can conquer some of that land. And then I think we should be good, basically. We just need to get to that point. And we just can't do it all at once. So let's get these weapons going. You're not building any. Why aren't you building any? Because I don't have enough battalions using them yet. I only had enough need for like one, I guess. One gun. So once we have like 20 line infantry divisions, we'll need a lot more. So with this new lumber camp getting finished, again, they're going to be making a lot of hardwood, which sucks for us. But I have to make some, and I can't do it in another province. I wanted to do it here, but if I do that switch, it just crashes the economy and they fire everyone because the shipping between states, because of the new local economies introduced in the new patch for Victoria 1.5, it just doesn't really allow for that kind of stuff. Like, even if we come here, like local prices in Eritrea, I was like, why are you starving? Well, the price of grain here is high, despite the fact that it's kind of middling slightly above average in the rest of the market. And that's because even though we have lots of grain here, we don't have lots of grain here. And the local price is 60% driven by the market price and 40% driven by the local price. And there's no one in this very, very small state making food, basically. I've industrialized them all into mining. And, I mean, honestly, they got to stay that way because I need them to run these farms. I mean, maybe I should give them one farm just to make sure that they stay somewhat happy, but we'll see. I'll come back when something's happened. So, interestingly, we just got the technology that our food industries can use to make more food, more groceries, using some sugar. And I think that that's actually a good move for us, even though, like, if I press it, it should tank the industry for a second. See, boom, super negative. There's no sugar on the market. But I've actually been looking for an opportunity to go down here to our millet farms and use some fig orchards. So that's going to, once again, make it so these guys are still making more money because they can... Oh, excuse me. Did I not make the change? Millet farm. Did I accidentally clicked across the border just now? Yeah. So you guys are making sugar and fruit, which tanked those revenues. So sorry. But now you... it's too much, isn't it? Oh, no. No, it's working. It's working. So now a lot of the value add is actually going to the food industry. And the food industry is making groceries, which are also eaten by a lot of those pops. So... I think that's pretty good. We don't have enough weapons again. What happened? What happened? We have 2 buy orders and we don't... Like, just do it. By productivity, you're the #1 arms industry in the world. Like, just build the guns. Lovely. So I think the problem here is that I only need a handful of guns because I don't have a tremendous number of... military bases built yet. So you, line infantry, we need more of them. Apparently I'm already buying or building them, but let's just make sure that we keep going. Looks like we also need more infrastructure. Did I stop doing the Romanes decree? Well, I could do it here. So perhaps instead of violently suppressing these folks, I'll give them better access to markets? Yeah, I don't know. We are doing a recruitment thing, so maybe we stop doing that and we go back to national values. You know, national values are good, right? Right, come on. Anyways, so all that to be said, I think that we can... I need to fix the grain industry. I certainly don't need like a sugar plantation doing what it is, but like you need 23 sugar. Maybe I should have just done sugar on its own because grain being this expensive is a bit nasty. Market price. I mean, it's in the yellow, right? But overall in the market, it's not that bad. It's just now in one of our most important states, right? Overall, we have more grain than we need. It's just that in this province, on this local level, grain is a high price, local price. Yeah. So 17 over the rest of our market. What's the highest thing in this area? Wine, tea, coffee, fish, all that is more expensive inland. And that's okay. Like, that's just the nature of the economy. It's just a little tough sometimes. But anyways, once again, I'll be back. Okay, new controversial law just dropped. The folks of the intelligentsia and trade unions want propertied women instead of legal guardianship. Now, legal guardianship does give a 5% bonus to birth rate, which is probably better than a 5% bonus to workforce ratio. But I don't know. It's like 5% workforce ratio sounds small, but I'm pretty sure that it's a workforce ratio of 25% right now. Like, that means that, like, out of everyone in my population, that's 2.5 million, only a quarter of them are working age adults, right? Like, a quarter of them are too young, a quarter of them are too old, and a quarter, like, so that leaves half in that working range, but half of that working range is women that aren't allowed to work in the workforce right now. So, like, women in the workforce is great for workforce ratio because a whole bunch of those women now work instead of taking care and raising children, like large families. So property winning women, I think, is interesting. Once again, I'm going to try passing it. Also, I didn't even realize that we had this party. We don't. They are marginalized. Can I support a marginalized party? I mean, there's trade unions are never going to be big because I just don't have the technology for my people to have the concept of what a trade union even is. So let's try that. That's going to hurt my political relationship with the landowners and the church and everyone else. But, like, it is what it is, man. We'll see soon. Yeah, so the radical idea of having propertied women, as in women that can own property, yeah, so that went down in a dumpster fire. It actually very quickly got through introduction, but in Victoria you got to pass 3 stages to get to adoption. In the consideration phase, it back to back critical failed in terms of the role, so that's done. But we did at the same time get colonialization. Also, I wonder, 9 years to get modern sewage sounds like way too long to wait. We can help artillery wrap up in like a month, which would be great. I can't go for percussion caps and everything else. Even though I could get skirmisher infantry, like, how would I get them any ammunition? Like, I can't even get coal, let alone sulfur. International trade would be cool, but I don't think my people will be willing to open the economy. Dialects. I mean, there's lots of cool laws here. It's just that my institutions, my laws are so crap. I think that what I need, though, is my infrastructure so crap that we need to go all in on trying to get railways built. We need transportation, and that's just not happening right now, basically. Another thing that I think we've needed for a while is services, actually. Let's quickly run here to the urban center. I think that they need glass and wood. And right now, those things are expensive. But in this state, I do have a glass factory. Could make ceramics instead. But I think that we try out this urban center market square thing. We can't do street gas lights. So we're going to do that on the side. And now that the bill completely failed, we should be able... Oh, we could get for police. I want to go for colonial affairs. I want this. We have... I don't know why we can't do that right now. I think it's because we don't have a frontier to colonize for that particular thing. So I think we have to go to war with Kaffa now. We do have 20 battalions. If we check out our military, we're at 19,000 manpower. 7 of that is line infantry, right? And we are building more. So that's pretty much going to happen next. Let's just sort out the glass situation, and then I'll start talking about the war. So yeah, we're back. I'm building the last barracks before taking a pause in building because we've ran a huge deficit lately. Our cannons are struggling to get off the ground. We got a couple of them out there, but I don't have enough need for cannon for it to really expand any further. But that's fine. But in that time, this word revolution popped up. People really want appointed bureaucrats. I can't even try to pass it anymore because we just tried to pass it and now we need to wait over a year. So unfortunately, oh, this is poor laws. We can enact poor laws maybe. Sorry, I literally thought it was a different thing. Poor laws, social security. This would be great for our people. Basically, it's not unemployment, okay? It's more like factory workers have the right to kick your butt and force you to work for them if you're homeless and poor. The duel, people want to fight. Some guy for the train union, some guy for the industrialists. I don't want to piss off the old ways, so we can let them fight. I'm not even worried on who won. Like, someone else will rise up. Neither of them were influential leaders. Neither was like my actual leader. Let him peddle his ideas in peace away from Gondor. Lovely. I'm not doing government expenditure for popularity. And we could exile someone. I don't really want to exile someone from the church. I mean, we have a lot of goodwill with them. They're doing a great job. I mean, they're giving us the extra birth rate and other stuff. So, you know, that's fine. We have some economy. This is swaying back and forth as people are willing to contribute their investment to build stuff. Oh, great. Naval stuff. Great. Yeah, so good. So anyways, we're trying to get poor laws. I'm letting my economy come out of negative. Like, I don't like being in debt because debt spurs more debt. I have 5,000 a month in interest, apparently, that just came out of nowhere because I owe a lot. And then we got the atmospheric stuff. Okay, pressure pump. So all the mines, and then the motor industries building. So, I mean, that's another thing I want to build. Oh man, people are so pissed right now. When you're not building, you don't create a ton of demand for all this stuff, which can be sad. House of Faith. People become religious. Enactment. Promise secular workhouses. 20% enactment chance. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the more extreme one. I really want to make sure this stuff passes because I don't want to have a civil war issue happen out of nowhere. Are you actually... No, you have no clout. Why are you able to push for... Like, why are you extremists able to do anything? Why is grain so expensive? Because of the sugar additives? Like, is it really just that? The sugar? Let's go back to that sugar choice that we made. And then, are you going to run out of sugar? No, it's just expensive. But that's okay, because the capitalists have since built sugar plantations. So, I think we're good. I think we're good. You're gonna be profitable. That's gonna be profitable. We don't need more liquor. Poor laws are coming in. Apparently, we're building more arms factories. Lovely. Let's look at our military. We have... I mean, it's pretty big. I want it to be bigger, but I'm in debt. We gotta... I mean, we have to declare war, right? Like, there's gotta be a way. I'm gonna... Let's take a save here, because I'm a little bit nervous. But let's see. In terms of diplomatic actions... Right? Goal Jam. He's the only one here that really hates us. So if I say I'm going to unify Ethiopia, right, that's going to change the script here. Oh, what is going on here? Great Britain, you did show up. Boom, 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 taking over everything. You're annoying me. Okay, so that's fine. Now... military mobilize, and we're going to watch very closely to see what happens there. I'm actually going to put you guys on defend for a moment. Always better to start on the defense when you have line infantry. Whittle them down and then move forward. So very good. Our boys are mobilizing. The question is, we could sway countries. Kaffa and Shiwa. That's a good sign. Those are the two that I was worried about the most. Other than that, it's just like whether or not like a great power wants to get involved. But really the only great power is Great Britain. Let's just make sure. This is way too late. But improve relations. Let's just make sure that you're super happy, Egypt is happy, the Ottomans are happy, everyone loves us. We have very low infamy right now, right? We just took on a bunch, but that's all we got. No one's joining. That means that we're fine. Oh, baby. And then we're actually almost about to adopt poor laws. And here we go. We're going to have a mano-mano fight here. To arms. Okay, so let's click down here. Let's get the military map mode done. So we have a front line. Me and my allies are holding. Looks like they're holding as well. But they have 13 defense and 13 offense. We have 21 offense and 24 defense. We can change our stance here. Army. Army. You can... This guy is pillage. More kill rate, more moral damage. All right, sure. You're a pillager, my dude. Pillager, yeah, pillager right there. Let's see what happens. All right, battle's opening up. We got 22,000 against 7, and with 23 offense against 14. I mean, our pillaging dude is absolutely rocking socks there. Is there another battle that's about to start? Yep, down here. So we've surrounded their country now at this point. We have tons of men, 20,000 against 4,000. We've got cavalry, we've even got cannon. Yeah, there's, I mean, people are screaming bloody murder. The whole country is just disarrayed in so many ways, and we are taking the land fast. And there you go, welfare payments. Love it. We have welfare. That's going to increase our bureaucracy, by the way. I know that we're in the middle of, like, a pretty chaotic war. Let's just let that end. But I'm going to need additional administration here. Because if I go to my politics, government institutions, yeah, there you go. Welfare payments is coming online, which is going to cost 30 weekly bureaucratic. So we have welfare now. Also, we have to pay welfare? We might go broke doing that. Building. You know, maybe I don't need this right now. Let's pause and try and make some money. Maybe we can make GoJam pay for it, you know? Actually, you know what? With GoJam out of the picture, you know, maybe it's as simple to say, I'm feeling pretty strong. So, let's look. Diplomatically, everyone here still likes us other than Shiwa is starting to waver. Well, you know, should never waver. Also, what happened here? We're using way more. We took all their buildings into my buildings, and now, what did he build? A ton of pastures and stuff? Okay, well, here's the thing. Plantation, I'm gonna decommission some of these buildings because I don't have... It sucks. Like, they spent so much to build this stuff, and I want it. But I need to decommission some of it because I'm so bad on infrastructure. It's going to, like, destroy my economy. Oh, God. It's, like, it's so bad. It's too bad. We have so much more logging as well. Holy damn. This stuff is worth nothing because I'm not constructing. I love this for me in terms of like, oh my god, we got a bunch of new stuff, but like, it's just too much in my province, and I don't know, it made it just so much worse because it's all part of the same state. You know, maybe the best way to grow is, or to save fat from being an issue, is just to keep attacking. Actually, let's check our military. We have manpower is coming back. Manpower is coming back. Let's go ahead. Let's keep unifying Ethiopia. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hit a save real quick, just in case. But I mean, we just crushed. We just crushed. So let me tell you how this goes, and hopefully next time I come back, we're at war. Hello. All right. Immediately after starting this, I saw Kaffa is leaning towards helping Shiwa. We could try and sway Kaffa, but I actually think that I'd rather get both countries. Like, if they are going to do that, then let's take them both out. As long as a great power like the Ottoman Empire or Great Britain doesn't join, we should be fine. Sorry, what did we just get? A printing press or something? I tapped it away, but what the heck did we just do? What did we just do? Mass communication authority. Okay, well, I mean, it's helpful. We do need this. I paused this construction because we're in debt, but let's continue this construction because I need it. Okay, we should be mobilizing. I don't know what the hell I'm waiting on. You should be mobilizing. You should be going here. We should almost always start on defend, but let's let our pillager start on pillage. Defend with one army, pillage with the other. They did get support. Add war goal. Conquer state. I want to conquer Kaffa as well. I mean, if you're going to join the war, I want your land. To be safe then. Military. Conscription. I mean, we can have conscription artillery as well. Let's do that. And raise 46 conscripts. That's gonna make us go so broke so fast. But I need those men yesterday. In fact, decrees. There's some great decrees going on here, but I need you guys to enlist those men. We need our army to balloon. 37k is not big enough. Power input shortage. Well, dude, just do what you gotta do, right? Productivity. You're making 3 cannons right now. You don't have any iron. Iron comes from the place that has almost no workforce for making iron. Atmospheric pump needs coal. We don't have coal. All right, keep it going. War is started. To arms. They want to conquer all my land. I want to conquer theirs. Welcome to the War of the Princes. Military map mode. 26 points in our favor. It's thinking I have 26% advantage. First battle. My raid dude, my pillager is coming in. 23 offense against 15 defense. He blundered, and I'm doing a careful maneuver. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. We got hit in the mud, and they have a broken supply line, but at this point, they've run away and are dead. That's insanely good for us. So Shiwa is now half under occupation. Wish there's a better way to see it all, but like, you know, we need another battle to break out, really. There's some light bombardment happening all over. Let's look at the front again. Once again, this general is taking his army in. Looks like we're absolutely wrecking face here. Pew, pew, pew. Shoot them all dead. We have our cannons and everything. That's really good. All right, at this point, I think that it's fair to say that we've crushed a couple of their armies. Let's go here. Second general, you can advance as well. They I don't think started an offensive war yet. Market access is bad. Yeah, we're working on trains. Okay, couple battles now. 12,000 attacking into their 7. This has 18 defense. This guy has 14 defense. 19,000 versus 11,000. Okay, we are killing. We lost 500. They're losing like 3 grand. Here, we lost 700 to their 2k because they had more defense in the mountains, it seems. But yeah, like we are conquering land. There's a massive battle. What is this? Revolution, enact tenant farmers. Dudes, I'm for this. Enact the tenant farmers. Well, like now that there's enough political pressure from every group, this should have a chance to pass, and that'll stop slavery in one form. We'll still have slavery in another, but it'll tear down from the landowners. And if they want to preserve serfdom, that's fine. I just need to get out of this war first. And also like our extreme debt. But like, look, one thing at a time. All right, we're trying to raise this GDP. We kind of hit a wall at one point, and now we're investing in crushing everything. The problem is that the market access is so low that all the costs are higher. Okay, revolution is building. And we haven't even passed the law, boys. Capitulation. Shiwa is capitulated. Just to make sure. What happened? What happened? We're still at war, no? Oh, we also have Kaffa under occupation. We've won the war. Dissenters in our rank. No. I don't want to suffer a setback. We can lose our success chance. It's fine. We're getting bad rolls. People are going to become radical. Officers, servicemen. I don't know, man. Things are getting pretty wild. Kaffa's conquered, though. So does that mean that these two areas... Like, are you a good province now? Are you not crap? Also, what are we built? What is in these areas? So you have a whole bunch of furniture and canneries and a paper mill, a ton of agriculture. I don't know why these people are so obsessed with agricultural buildings. But like, fine. Do you have infrastructure? No. Do you have infrastructure? No. Okay, so to me, market access is the most important. We're getting education from this social ladder climb. Enlistment isn't as needed. How much turmoil is happening in here? 27%, 34%. I mean, I don't really know what to do. Industrial production can get improved. Serfdom is coming. I'm actually okay with a revolution from these guys. Order the troops to stand down. I want the revolution because it'll put the landlords on the outside of the legal government. People will work. Oh god. I know. No. A revision is in order. Landlords need to get hurt. I don't care about you landlords. You guys hate me. I'm losing money. You hate me so badly. In fact, what is this? Oh, they were building a coffee plantation, so we finished it. Alright, what is this? Accusing them of false charges. No. The prince mistook an enemy in the armed forces after accusing them with false charges. Moderates. No. He should stand down. This guy, get out of here, man. You're wrong. You started a civil war, and that's not good of you. You're bad man. You're bad man. I mean, it's gonna, as long as we keep the capital, we should be fine. If they start in the boonies or whatever, what is this? Food. Oh god, risky food substitutes. Local food production by any means. Less tax income but more throughput. I'll take that. That helps the economy. Like, I don't see the money, but the money circulates in the economy in a way that helps everyone. I think that's a good event, actually. Our money, I mean, I would like it for it to be higher, but come on. Okay. It turns out the landowners went to the Amara province and began a revolution. As long as we can kick their butts, we should be fine. Now, here's the thing. As long as we can kick their butts, we should be fine. Here's the thing. Why are you guys so upset? Come over here. Go mobilize. You have no organization because you've lost your leaders. Okay, so they're going to have very good leaders. Mountain expert? No. Persistent supply expert here. And that's not enough generals. So open terrain, but expensive tastes. As ruler, okay. Reserved. Careful maneuver chance. He doesn't have to be popular. He can be a general and just chill. What is this? A legitimate government. Yeah. So, reform the government. And now I need to put in armed forces and the thing. So it's still an illegitimate government. It's going to create radicals. It's really ungood. But this enactment chance, like, that should change. There is a civil war. You're not wrong. What is this? Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. The landowners are on the other side of the war. So we don't need them. We are the one with 44. They are the initiator. They are looking for friends. They're not going to find them. Not in time. Military, you folks, you are on offense. We have a big advantage right now. Legislative failures. Oh my god. Come on. Pass this bloody bill. You have the entire government. All the dissenters are on the other side of the border trying to start the War of the South, okay? Like, let's get to town. We have more men than them. We are ready to go. Military. Yeah, we got 36 against 14. Like, they didn't take the capital province, which means that we have the army. We might blunder, we might do whatever, but when we have 23,000 against 9,000, we're gonna kill them. Even if they have a defensive bonus. This is great. Now pass tenant farming, and so that I can turn around and I can also pass colonialization. I need to pass all my laws while the government is gone, while the autocracy is being kicked out. Yeah, illegitimate government. I get it. Yeah, we're out of money. Yeah, the army is doing crazy things. Yeah, we're getting tools. It doesn't matter. Could we not have a low roll on everything? Could you just pass the law? You got like a 60% chance of freaking passing, and constantly we're failing to do so. Okay, all these things are being activated. What the hell? Could you guys go away here? Right click to dismiss all. Alright, so armed forces, why are you guys upset? Tenant farming upsets you too? Landowners, can I suppress you? Suppressing costs more. Okay, well, rural folk and why can't I suppress? I have free speech or some crap? I don't care. Let's see what happens. Blessed by the meek. Gondor gets loyalty through faith. Cleansed of impure. Standard of living decreases or standard of living increases. Look, we got problems with people. So, impure thoughts. Don't become a bad man because your life is bad. Become a happy man because your life is bad, but Jesus loves you. Or Orthodox Jesus, you know? Or Sunni Jesus. Alright, Napoleonic warfare, great, awesome. But could we, like... I don't know. Can we just, like, get everything else together? Also, how's our army doing? Also, how's our wallet doing? Okay, we have lots of money now. That's good. We don't have enough money to do construction, but... you know, I hate the landowners. Get loyalists. Pass tenant farming. Jesus, what is wrong with you guys? I feel like I'm losing my goddamn mind here. Also, I want to go to war again because we're so close to connecting all of Ethiopia. But we're so infamous because we have way too much. Like, way too much war. Like, we just conquered way too much too fast. Too fast, too furious. Didn't ask. You know, sucks to suck. Anyways, I'll come back once something has happened here. Okay, so I had to give up on trying to make the glass work as glass only. And I pivoted over to ceramics. And just after doing that, we did end up getting... offered leaded glass. So we don't have any lead. Reason to be a colonial exploiter is that you have access to other resources. But we also have new production methods at our other facilities, right? And the reason why the glass won't kick off is because that every other thing I'm doing as well, like weapons and paper and everything, those all also have huge employment requirements, and I just can't seem to get anyone to get what they need. So I'm like canneries, technology here, for instance. I could do, oh no, it's pot stills. Canneries. Yeah, this would be bad because I would need iron. But look, it would make way more stuff if I had a little bit of fish. And fish right now is not going to work for me. What else did we get? Glass factory could do the crystal glass, apparently. Don't know where that is. Oh, that's here. Oh, leads to. Okay, I was confused. I was like, what? So leaded glass and then the textile mills. So I think this is what's going to be big for us. Is right now we have a ton of dye in our country just as byproducts of stuff. So boom, we can make way more textiles in our country. And then also lathes at the furniture shop. Pretty sure that means that it's just going to require more tools, and again they will create way more materials. So that's really good for us because using the dye that wasn't being used before is great, and then driving up the demand for tools is going to continue to make this a very profitable business and help it get its employment. Basically, I just need more people to stop being peasants, and I don't know why I'm struggling so hard to make that happen. It might be because transportation's so expensive. I'm not sure, but let's blame it on Kappa. So let's see what happens here, and I'll get back to you. Okay, I haven't declared war yet, but I just saw we have this button. I've been decommissioning a regular infantry so I can build new infantry. Turns out you can just click this button apparently, and all of this transitions to what we actually want it to be, line infantry, without actually like destroying the world. So now we have the correct immediately thing. We should also just like max out our conscription. We have all this new tech to allow us to get a better conscription army. And there you go. Like we're able now to like go probably where we have infrastructure. And more slavery. Let's just pretend that didn't happen, and build out some more troop stuff. And now, as you can see, we need more firearms because we've just built out our army. But because there's enough demand now, we're actually, you know, increasing that production. So our army should have just hit a huge power spike, and then by building out a couple more barracks, we should be in a good way. And if I go to my military, I have 23 worth of manpower. But if I go to my buildings, I have 23 plus 1. Okay, so that's working. Oh, general training, please. General training. Let's militarize. Actually, I want to militarize even harder than this. Even if we don't have enough infrastructure, we need to be strong. We need to destroy them. And even if like a great power like Britain or France or someone gets involved, even if they all coalition together, I want to be strong enough that we just win. The technology is going to be huge. In fact, we can probably get an artillery foundry. What does that need? Iron and hardwood. Takes 2 infrastructure, but let's put that on the list as well. So we're going to build a bunch of new barracks and then potentially add a cannon to the army. Is that a... Where do I have to go for that? Mobilization. We are giving them chocolate and stuff. We're giving them supplements. Lovely. Transportation. It's probably what? Support equipment? Medical? No. Oh, it's just a cannon. You make a cannon squad. It's got tons of offense. It's got tens of... This is crazy. This is crazy good. Yes. Build this. Build the cannon foundry and then build the artillery regiment. The cannon foundry, how many cannons can it build? Doesn't say. Well, we're going to find out soon, aren't we? Once we have a cannon, the cannon built, maybe even a couple, then we'll be ready for some blitz warfare, baby. Oh, I want that so bad. Also, appointed bureaucrats. I mean, we keep trying to pass these laws. They keep getting shot down. Landowners hate it. But look, hereditary bureaucrats, bad. Political strength, taxation capacity and stuff, that could be good. So let's just give her a try. It's making people very happy. It's giving us more capitalist stuff. Oh. What happened here? Artillery input shortage. Oh, I guess they got us a barracks beforehand? Either way, once I have this built out, I'll let you know how it goes. Also, just give me a moment to bring up. I was just looking, like, our GDP is continuing to rise. Yes, taking over other countries has helped that. But our literacy, like, whoa, that has been off to the stratosphere. So I think that, like, at the start of the game, we were getting 10 to 30 technology spread. Now we're getting 17 to 52. So with the universities I built, I went from 50 to 54 in terms of researching that I target. 4 more on top of 50 for building my universities. Wow, so good. But technology spread, right, has gone up, 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 up. It's been crazy. It's been crazy good. It looks like I'm getting a 10% bonus right now from my leader, but like the base value is being doubled by the literacy rate, where before I only had 10% literacy, I'm now tripled that literacy. It's great. So anyway, that's really helping our technology overall, though unfortunately it's not always targeted where we need it. Distillation, I'm like, fine. Admiralty, and what is it over here? Mass communication, but it's meaningful. It's meaningful, like all added together. It's between for each technology. Yeah, so it's like an average technology spread of 34.8, and that's 3 times, right? That's 3 different technology categories. So it's like 100 technology versus our 54. Just saying, it's helping us level up everything instead of just what I'm targeting. So I'll let you know. Okay, after like a year, and by a year I mean maybe even 2 years, we got our tenant farming. Okay, it took forever, but we finally passed a law that I think is good because it stops us from having serfdom, which was plus 50 political strength. Okay, so now we have tenant farming. That's new production methods that basically makes it better for the farmers. They're more wealthy and happy. Colonial affairs, it's finally time. I think that this is the best one. Or resettlement. It's this or this. Frontier doesn't allow you... colonization is limited to states that are connected. But I feel like you don't get as many bad, like, events. Like, I don't actually know the difference between frontier colonization and colonial resettlement, other than that limitation and the fact that here the intelligentsia oppose it, but here, like, here also the rural folk oppose it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll check to see if there's any other limitation, but if it just keeps our rural folk happy, I'll probably just do frontier. Well, I don't know. I guess this came up in a new patch, or maybe it isn't relevant for many, but all the guides I saw only said these two, and I didn't care to read them. We're just going to go with, you know, what it is, the people like, and we'll see if that works out for us. Again, Great Britain is already, like, sniping all the good land. So that's fine, but at least we got our tenant farming. If we now look at our farms, I mean, we still have a lot of slaves, right? But now they're privately owned. Why aren't they homesteading? It should be less aristocrats. What? Land reform. Excuse me. Excuse me. Maybe they need to just get through a click or something. Privately owned. Publicly traded. Plantations, I understand. But I thought all of the farms would be homesteading now. What am I missing, dude? What am I missing? I don't know. The game, it seems weird to me that I would finally pass my thing to get rid of the aristocrats just to reduce their political strength. Though I guess at this point they've been really, really lowered. New ruler. He is a church ruler. Dude, what the hell? Little child. You're a child. Less authority, less prestige. Great. Interest group pop attraction. People don't want to join you. I see. Well, I mean, hey, government. This is the best. The best government doesn't even have the that group in it anymore. That's awesome. Now we are even faster at settling. Oh, frontier. Some people did like. I don't know. Enactment success. Thank you. 30% chance, baby. And this should be happening much faster now. Before it was like every 150 days. Now it's 100 days. Because we're a much more legitimate government. Though we have low authority. Low authority is going to slow down things. So we should find some decrees, or who am I like bolstering? I don't need to bolster the armed forces anymore. I mean, the industrialists I really do like, so maybe I can turn off a national values. Again, I'm not sure how effective national values is. I wish it told you. Like in Victoria 2, if you did like educational things, it would be like, hey, we got this many new people to switch over, like 100 people or 50 people to be upskilled or whatever in the last month or since you started the policy. And that was helpful in being like, is this actually working? Is it moving the needle? You know, we have a lot of Orthodox folks here, but I have no way of like checking. Like, is this changing over time? Is the culture Oromo? Like, I'm not Somali, so like, can we get rid of that? Sidama, Oromo is good. Anyway, we're just trying to figure it out. Hopefully we can get our enactment. We keep low rolling these freaking debates, man. It's success, advance, all together. That's like 29, 50%. Instead, we're getting debates and stall. Like, it's crazy. Frontier and Actor. Okay, we did get an advance. So we're back up to where we were. Thank God. You just have to complain long enough. But again, these are like 100 days apart. Like, we're in 1865 already. Just trying to pass our laws here. Meanwhile, people are getting upset that we're trying to pass these laws. It's not good. But hey, we're just around the road from a railroad, I believe. Which means it's time to take our huge bank of money. And, man, I need infrastructure so bad. But this is how we get infrastructure. We build the motor industries. Then, as soon as we can, we're going to build a railway. It's just that easy. We're going to build railway after railway after railway. I mean, we need coal for railways, technically. So I need to invade more people because I don't have coal or a way of getting coal. And nobody in my government ever wants to trade. Like, we're isolation. Nobody wants to trade. Like, it's not it. It's not it. We'll find a way. I know that in the world we can find coal. I think the way to do it, like, I think there is some here in Madagascar, for instance. So is there not a way for me to click this? How do I do this? There is a way. I think I need it to be one of my inputs or outputs, and I don't want to change its production method. Either way, we're getting that built. And you know what? We still have a surplus. Unify Ethiopia, baby. We are now not the worst person in the world. I mean, we're still back up to being high in terms of bad lad. But, you know, mobilize these generals, set them to the front, and that should be good. No one's leaning in to help them. We could sway a country even. I don't know why this Welga would want to help us. They think that I'm going to be their friend. I'm not. And yeah, so there we go. We've got what we wanted. Society, I think that we need modern sewage. Like, we need every bit of infrastructure we can get. Even if it takes 10 years to do, it's what we got to. It did successfully progressed. Okay, thank God. Alright. And then this war, nobody joined on their end. That's a weird... Yeah, click away on this. Yeah, okay, here we go. Ooh, they don't even have, like, an army to front on us. War has broken out. Here's the big initial battle. Looking over here, 25... Oh, they did get to line infantry. I don't know how the AI does it, but they dead now. I literally don't know how they did it. Because we focused really hard to get even the production lines built. Like, you can't even make the weapons like the industry needed. I just don't know. I don't know. Either way, we did get canneries, which is cool. So this whole country is basically ours. It's me or them. Oh God, what is this? Oh God. Da, 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 da. What a ridiculous thing to say. Or the church gets pissed off. I mean, the church is decently happy right now. I don't need the armed forces to be that popular, do I? I guess I do. Very well. He's important. Ethics of exploitation. I don't know. Let's see. 40% chance of lowering passing chance. Ethical condemnation. Or ethical concessions. Okay. I mean, this seems better. Just concede. Morally correct seemed hard. We still low-rolled it, so we lowered our success chance. But hey, that's fine. We're going to win this war. And then real quickly now, I would like to... I don't have any coal, but like, I'm going to build railway anyway. I don't know. Maybe that'll work. Maybe it won't work. Motor industries. You're going to be building something here when you're done. You need steel. Oh, you monster. How dare you? Okay, industry. Like, this is what I mean. Like, it's so hard. Like, this has 54% market access. Like, it's not good, okay? What do we just assimilate? Like, a ton of things that we hate? Like, I don't have the workforce for you. Oh, you just deleted a good building. Okay, like, I don't need all these unprofitable, bad lad locations. Like, this is just killing... It's killing my economy to have all these structures built. And it destroys me internally. All of that is, like, so much productive output. But I have to destroy it. I have to destroy what I love. Decree. We have to get rid of some decree here. Get out of here. It's fine. Alright. Steel mill's coming. Colonization's coming. People are debating everything. It's fine. We're moving along. I didn't even need to look at the alternative there. Let's see what happens. We're so close. You know what? One more time. Into the fray. 8 infamy? Is that... That might put us over. Let's wait a year. Or at least 6 months. Okay. Our country now has about 16 infamy. So 16, I think, is a good point for us to say we're going to unify Ethiopia. Again, people might join. That's okay. We're going to quickly look at the political actions. And always, 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 Egypt, and we'll do the Ottoman Empire while we're at it. All you folks, stay happy. We're one country away from unifying Ethiopia. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. Just one more piece of appeasement here. No countries are swaying. No countries are leaning towards him. I think we're gonna have a good old war. War never changes. Let's go, boys. I mean, you can just see it now. Like, pew, 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 pew. They don't... Oh, they do have cannon. Oh, no, we have cannon. We're already advanced all the way up on their capital. Oh, my God. They're defending, but they can't. It's over. It's over. We lost. We lost 14,000 men, though? What? That doesn't seem like what happened. But I guess I should have watched. I guess he did have some defense. But 14,000 seems a little extreme. Oh, attrition. We lost to attrition. Well, we need medical supplies. You might also notice, so that means that we're going to unify Ethiopia, like, now. As soon as that ticks down. Which is just sweet. We need coal in our market, because to make steel, I need coal. And apparently... I have just barely enough coal, and that means I have barely enough steel, which means I have barely enough railways, which means your boy is trying to railway. We're going to try railway. We're going to do this, and voila, we've done the annexation. Official nationality. Hail the prince. The Amra people are supreme, so national assimilation for 20 years, basically. Or the Orthodox Church. And we get 20% conversion. Well, here's the thing, like, what do we care most about? If we come to our cultures, we are state religion Orthodox. And we have all these cultures are now good, right? There's a bunch that are, I guess, not so hot. Can we see here the population? So, like, yeah, Mogo has like 100,000 people, but in a country of 8 million, I don't really care about that so much. I think that what's more important to us, if we go to population, I mean, we're still pretty poor, okay? Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Prosperous, though, is nice. If we go to here, culture, Amra, Oromo, like, that's fine. Orthodox, we have 17% Sunni. I think we take the religious. I think we take the religious. There we go. And... does that not give me where's Ethiopia? Well, I guess that was just an event about our prince. Like, I might have done something else in the outliner because I still have Age of Princes activated. I just don't know who I can declare war on. But I just also got frontier colonization. So, like, that's cool. That means that I should be able to... where is that? I should be able to colonize, no? How do I colonize? I'll be right back. Anyway, it's just crazy. A whole bunch of things just happened. We got a whole bunch of new missions in terms of hegemony and maintaining subjects and becoming a regional power. We also need to build steam engines. Like, there's so much that we got to do, but I don't have any coal. So, like, how is it going to happen? First train lines are coming, though. So that's good. Okay. I'm so sorry. For the end of the last... for the last part, I was like, where is my thing? It turns out, as soon as we annexed the last country that was part of Ethiopia as the princes, an event fired that we had been working on for 20 years of having an absolute monarchy or whatever. It was an outline journal mission that we had. So I was like, oh, that must have been the Ethiopian event. Like, I just assumed. I didn't even read it because I never read anything. So yeah, so didn't want to end this episode without figuring out what the hell was going on. So I ended the recording. I was like, what is going wrong? I read it. I was like, is there a bug? I have Age of Princes. It's here. Like, it says to do it, you need to be this country. I am. Can I complete this? Like, what's going on? Turns out you can just go into culture and, like, you know, national supremacy, our laws. There's a whole bunch of cultures around. Nation formation. We have complete control of 3 out of the 4 Ethiopian states. Eritrea is optional, and you could do the other ones. It needs to be 1. I don't know why that one says optional, because apparently, like, whatever, doesn't matter. The button was here the whole time, and I'm just an idiot. So we can go here. Eritrea is split because Egypt has a portion of it. That is fine. We control 2 state regions to form Ethiopia. We can click the button and boom, we've done it. We've become Ethiopian. How great is that? Now we still have Amra, Oromo, and Tigray. These 3 cultures that you can see on the map as our primary cultures, which is awesome for us. We just happen to be the state prince that started with these 3 cultures. If you didn't have them, I think that forming Ethiopia might give you them. And we're Oriental Orthodox, which is kind of cool. Most of the countries out there are Sunni and stuff. It's certainly stronger to start as Oromo. You might even maintain the Somali culture group, which is really nice. You also start closer to this coast, which is a way better place of getting iron than this Eritrea. But, like, you know, we're here. We did it. Ethiopian prince has risen. Are we still a principality? Yeah, we are the Ethiopian prince. We're the absolute prince, which is great for us. So I'm going to end this video on this kind of clicking a button cliff note. We are Ethiopia. I have, like, this was supposed to just be a mini series. We're like 2 episodes in. I still want to unify Eastern Africa. I still want to start some colonialism. I still want to do a little bit of colonialism. We need coal, for instance, which I'm pretty sure I can go here. I got confused on one of my last ones. I can click coal on this button and we can scroll out, and that's the market for it. Oh god, I got confused. Potentials on map or production? Potentials. So coal is located in all these places. You can see we don't have it. Had we colonized into here, where the British are, that would have been great, but we didn't. So now we have to go find it. I'm thinking Madagascar. To go there, we need a navy, and we don't have enough people to put into the navy here. So we need Somalia so that we can build a navy and we can go chase some colonial ambitions. But moving an army across the sea to go fight in, like, a strong country here. Let's see. This country here, 22 plus 40 battalions. That means we need a huge fleet to be able to fight them, or better technology. And as we saw, a lot of folks that were surrounding us actually did a great job in teching up their military. He still has irregulars for a moment, but by the time we build up a fleet, I think they're going to be stronger. So we're going to need artillery. We're going to need Napoleonic tactics. So lots to do. Either way, let's see what we can do in growing this little country. Egypt has had its butt kicked. Maybe it's time to go into the Nile. Like, maybe I'm used to Egypt being a powerhouse in the region, right? I'm used to them being a massive, massive country, right? They only have 3 million GDP. I'm triple them. They have 3 million inhabitants. I have 8 million. They've lost their economic hub to the Ottoman Empire. I think it might be time. I think it might be time. Regardless, that's going to be the next episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.